Welcome back, brothers and sisters of Christ. My name is Brianna, and today I am back with another video. And today's message is stop gossiping. Gossiping is such a common thing in everyday life, like whether you are a Christian or not. And this is something that I'm honestly steady struggling with because of the simple fact that there is so many things that we don't consider gossiping. You don't think that it's gossiping, but it really is. So, I'm not just sitting around slandering people, but yeah, like venting and stuff. But we're going to get into it. So, it's easy to get pulled into gossip, though. Like, it's easy to get pulled into it. It's easy to indulge. Because like I said, we don't think some of the things is gossip that we're doing. But there's so many different forms of gossip, y'all. And really, speaking about someone in any negative way is gossip. Any type of slander is gossip. If you're not uplifting them, it's gossip. So, yeah, whether you're venting or not, baby, if you ain't saying nothing good, it turns into gossip. It turns into slander. So, just because you're not meaning it in a harmful way, even if the statement is true, what you're saying about the person, that doesn't mean that it's right. For an example, like a coworker or a church member, they can have like an unpleasant odor or something. And you tell another coworker, like, I'm just gonna use a random name, Barbie. I love Barbie. Like, she's a great person. I love her, but she stinks. She stinks. Like, that's gossip, y'all. Because you really don't have to tell anybody anything at all. What we need to get in the habit of doing is praying for one another, praying with one another, or bringing it directly to that person if it comes down to that, if it's necessary, if God put it on your heart. But there is no reason why we need to be telling other people. We need to get in the habit of venting to God, because God is not going to gossip. God is not going to tell anybody what you said. It stays between y'all, and he's going to give you a solution at the end of the day. So there is no solution to gossip when you really sit down and think about it. Gossip, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't make anything better. You just get something off your chest. So you're really satisfying your flesh by getting it off your chest, but it does not change anything within the situation. You're going to still feel how you feel. So it's really pointless at the end of the day. And like I said, yeah, so it could start rumors. People will start twisting up your words. People will start telling other people. Next thing, you can start fights. It can start arguments. Next thing you know, it's just like a whole parade of nonsense going on because of one simple person gossiping. And it's just like, what's the telephone? It's like telephone. Like, you're just telling everybody, just telling the next person, then by the time it gets to the last person, if it is the last person, it's all misconstrued. One thing that we don't think about enough too and often is how it affects the other person. This is a big one. Gossiping about people, we need to start thinking about the person that you're gossiping about and how it could affect them. If this gets back to them, we don't know what people are going through, what people are struggling with, especially with mental health. A lot of people struggle these days, and you're gossiping about people, and other people gossiping about them. It's making other people not like them, and making other people attack them and think things of them. And you could be the very reason that someone decides to take their life by gossiping about them, by spreading rumors and lies, or even if it's truth, spreading their business is unnecessary. And it affects you as well. Like I said, you get dragged into mess by indulging into gossip. So we need to be mindful of that. We need to be mindful of all parties, all perspectives, because nobody gets nothing good out of it at the end of the day. So it's best to not say anything at all. When somebody is gossiping, it's best to just not even indulge, because see, the thing about it is, some people literally want to place you in drama. Some people will gossip to you so you can gossip with them, so they can place you in drama. They want to ruin your spirit. They want to ruin your reputation, your energy. Because gossip is one of the enemy tactics to cause division and chaos, fights and arguments amongst us children of God. And there's people out here that is working on behalf for the enemy to stir up gossip and to keep it going and keep it moving. So, venting is one thing that I do a lot. I find myself doing a lot. Not as much as I used to, but I still do it. And we think we're just venting about people, but it's really gossip at the end of the day. And the reason, like I said, that it's gossip is because if you're venting about someone, more than likely you're venting about them because they made you mad or made you, it's not really a positive thing. When you're venting, it's something negative. So it's going to turn into gossip. It's already gossip off bat because you're not saying anything positive or uplifting. You can't vent without saying something negative. So yeah, at the end of the day, and another thing is with venting. Have you ever vented to someone and they edge it on? You're venting to them and you're already upset, but the person makes it worse. Like, oh yeah, that's right. And yep. They're edging you on to be mad. They're edging you on to be angry. More angry than you was when you called them. And that could lead to a whole nother level of nonsense. So now you ready to call so-and-so up, now it's just like a whole mess. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many things that can go wrong with gossiping and so many reasons why it's not right, why it's not okay. And opinions lead to gossip. Opinions on people, what they do, how they do it. I've learned you don't have to place an opinion on everything. Some things are better left unsaid. Some things do not need to be said. Opinions lead to gossip, y'all. Slander. And then there has been times that the Lord, so many times, especially here recently, that he would nudge me to not say something, to not discuss something with somebody or discuss, a person. You don't indulge into something. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't listen. And instantly I felt guilty. And I realized, the Lord is nudging me. The Lord is nudging you. When you got something, y'all know it. You feel something deep down in your soul and spirit, don't say nothing, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Don't do it, y'all. It's the Lord. He's saving you from some type of, he don't want us gossiping to begin with, but he's saving you also probably from some type of mess that could happen in the future. And, let me see here. So ways to avoid gossip. Okay, when somebody starts gossiping to you, you can either get silent, just let them talk, don't say anything, and they'll eventually get the hint, okay, don't respond or indulge. And it's probably going to make them uncomfortable, and they'll probably change the subject. Or you can just straight up tell them, we shouldn't be gossiping. We shouldn't be doing this. In some cases, you may have to cut ties with people altogether, because some people they won't stop. They refuse to stop. And when you've reached a point where you're done indulging into a certain sin and other people are not, you just simply don't want to be around it. You just can't, because it serves no purpose. You don't relate to it anymore. You can change the subject. Start talking about something else. Let them finish with them by oh, okay, well, girl, you heard about the weather? It's a nice weather there today. Shift the conversation to something positive. I've done this multiple times. There's been times people was talking about someone to me, and I would say something positive about the person or about the situation. And I noticed every time that I did it, they would be like, yeah, you're right. They'd agree. It'll change their spirit, their heart posture. And they'll start saying something positive, or they'll move on from the conversation. When people see that you are not interested and you're not indulging, they're going to move on. They're going to move forward. You know, because gossiping is mean. It's a mean thing. It's very mean to do. It's unnecessary. It serves no purpose in the kingdom. And it helps no one, but affects all people in a negative way. It's literally meaningless and pointless, y'all. So, you know, we should start being leaders and shut it down. Change the energy. And people will follow. When they see you not for that, they're going to stop bringing it to you. Or they're either going to stop talking to you. And that's a great benefit that you gain. Once you no longer participate in gossip or anything that's negative or messy, some people will no longer want to talk to you no more. And that's great because you'll see who your true friends are. You'll see who really mean you well. And you can see who you can have meaningful conversations with without gossiping, without negative stuff, messy stuff. All the negativity will flee from you once you stop indulging into this. Or some people will just simply stop gossiping to you, which is great because you don't want to hear it. Or some people will stop gossiping in general. You can set the tone. You can be a leader like, okay, I'm done. And they be like, you know what? You right. Me too. So that's why, again, we must be set apart. We must set examples in the kingdom. Because when people seeing you set positive examples in the kingdom, a lot of times they want to follow after that. It's inspiring. It makes people want to be better and do better. It makes people evaluate themselves, the things that they're doing, the things that they're saying. And another thing is, even if somebody has wronged you, that does not give you the right to talk about them. God don't play that. You know, because two wrongs do not make a right. Just because they wrong you don't mean you sit around and talk about them, gossip. We need to give it to God, y'all. Like, we really need to get in the habit of giving stuff to God and only God. And leave it at that. Because he's going to take care of it regardless. We don't even have to gossip. We're like, it's pointless. So, I have actually quite a few scriptures, but they are were so good I couldn't, narrow it down. So, first one we got Ephesians chapter 4, verse 29. Do not let any unwholesome talk come out of your mouths, but only what is helpful for building others up according to their needs, that it may benefit those who listen. Then we have Exodus chapter 23, verse 1. Do not spread false reports. Do not help a guilty person by being a malicious witness. False reports, rumors. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 13. A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 28. A perverse person stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 16. Do not go about spreading slander among your people. Do not do anything that endangers your neighbors. I am the Lord. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 19. A gossip betrays a confidence, so avoid anyone who talks too much. Proverbs 26, verse 20. Without wood, a fire goes out. Without gossip, a quarrel dies down. Psalms chapter 34, verse 3. Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from telling lies. Psalms chapter 141, verse 3. Set a guard over my mouth, Lord. Keep watch over the door of my lips. That's a good, quick prayer that you could say to help you stop gossiping. Set a guard over my mouth, Lord. Keep watch over the door of my lips. That's good. I'm going to start saying that. And we got Proverbs chapter 26, verse 22. The words of a gossip are like choice morsels. I don't know. They go down to the inmost parts. Then we have, lastly, Romans chapter 1, verse 29 to 31, which is a little lengthy, but it was so good. They have become filled with every kind of wickedness, evil, greed, and depravity. Depravity? I don't know, y'all. These words be sometimes. They are full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, and malice. They are gossips, slanderers, God-haters, insolent, arrogant, and boastful. They invent ways of doing evil. They disobey their parents. They have no understanding, no fidelity, no love, no mercy. Although they know God's righteous decree that those who do such things deserve death, they not only continue to do these very things, but also approve of those who practice them. I had to read the full thing because if this is not describing today's day and age to the T. I don't know what is. Like, that was a word. But long story short, you know, gossip and slander was described as wicked in this verse, along with all the many other things that were described in this verse. So God takes it pretty serious. He does not like it. Whether your intentions are not to be mean or not, is not good to do. And it could still affect people in a negative way, even if your intentions are not to be negative. So this is something that we do really need to start practicing, because gossip has become major. Like, it's always been a thing, but you know, people are gossiping publicly, you know, on videos and about people, and it's just so much stuff. So I just think we just need to reflect on this, because I don't know, I don't feel like people talk about it enough, but it's something that we should really stop doing to each other. And just love on one another. Pray with one another. Pray for one another. Give it to God, then to God, y'all. But that is all that I have, y'all. If this word is not for you, it's for somebody else. Remember, I'm telling y'all this because I love y'all. God bless.